Yeah. So, and this is what I learned at IIN, where certain foods, so every food has an energy associated to it. And
Right.
if you're too much in the yin, you'll start craving the yang. And so, as an Indian, I eat a lot of spicy food.
Hmm.
And when I do that, I definitely crave uh, like really sweet desserts to balance that off because I've been
Right.
too much in my yang.
Right.
Because sweet stuff is yin.
Yeah.
And so to really have, so if you, even if you go to Japan and eat their food, it's really balanced. Like
Mm.
there's no pull. And so another
Mm.
good example is in restaurants where they serve these really salty nuts right in the
Hmm.
beginning.
Yep.
And that gets you more into your I'm gonna say this. Oh, gets you into the yang, and so you crave the yin, which is the alcohol, and so
Right.
that's how the restaurant industry has monetized this sort of this balance,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's just there like in everything. And what I found is when I talk about gender inequity in our society,
Mm.
there is this. We all grew up as gender essentialists
Hmm.
where we just because you're a girl, you are expected to be feminine. And because you're a boy, you're expected to be good at numbers, you're expected to be good at repairing the toilet. You're
Right.
expected, right? And as women, you're expected to be nurturing and being really good in the kitchen. And so there are these, and it really, there's one thing is about being gender essentialist, but it's also feminine has been considered inferior to masculine.
Yes.
So masculine qualities are venerated. So if you are analytical, you're rational, you're really hard and tough, you're
Hmm.
kind of more respected. But if you tend to be vulnerable, and
Hmm.
if you tend to sort of be the soft person, you're not as appreciated a nurturing person.
Right.
And so there's been an imbalance in our society. So when you combine gender essentialism and patriarchy, that's
Mm.
what leads to gender inequity. And we see this in our homes, in our sports grounds, and our boardrooms, right? I give that example, that stat, that our boardrooms, as of 2023, only one third of the seats are occupied by women.
Ugh.
And so we see that.
Yeah. And in our government, and again, this is when I wrote the book, but I don't think much has changed. It was really only about a quarter of all the leadership seats in both houses were held by women. A quarter. And yet, our population is half women and half men, but we're only being represented by a quarter women. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And the quote that you shared from Michael Beckwith, the
Mm.
feminine is rising. And so
Yes.
we are seeing the benefits for everybody when they embrace the feminine within themselves. And I spoke for the TEDx talk was really dedicated to my son because I hope that he embraces the feminine in him.
Hmm.
Because the next wave of feminism will come from men who embrace their feminine. Because
Hmm.
women have been fighting this good fight for centuries.
Right.
And we need allies and we need men who embrace their feminine too, because we have, and women who embrace their masculine. I would love for boys who want to embrace their feminine to be empowered, and for women who want to embrace their masculine, little
Mm.
girls, to be empowered to do so. And I feel like it's been, at least growing up, that was never the case.
Right.
Um, but yeah,
Wow.
thank you for teasing that out and that beautiful quote at the beginning. I feel that was
Yeah.
such an important theme